Taurus, Elsie here to give you a reading. It is a reading for singles this time. Taurus, I hope you're well. I hope you're having a great weekend. We're going to look at some singles energy. So whether you are waiting on someone or whether you have no one in your life right now, we're gonna find out what's going on with the singles here. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's look at single energy. So that means if you're in a relationship or you're married or whatever it is, this is not a reading for you. Nope, this is for those who are not attached to anyone. Here we go. I'm going to find out what's coming up, what's coming next, singles. For those of you who don't want someone in the past, right? My intention is to read forward to find out what is going on here. So we start with patience and spiritual strength. So spiritual strength, I feel is, well, it's card number 9, but it is all about the spiritual strength of the mind, right? Card number 9 is the Hermit energy, right? And we have card number 14, patience, which is temperance. So we have, I feel like you're being asked to be patient for an answer that you've been asking about. An answer where you've gone over all of the details more than once. And I feel as though you might be hermiting or by yourself or not really seeing a lot of people, trying to make sense of whatever it is that your life is going through right now. Spiritual strength, I feel like with the spiritual strength here, it's like strength of the mind. You're trying to go over details. You're trying to figure out what you want to do next. The universe is like, I feel like some of you are asking for someone or something or a situation, and I feel like the universe is asking you to have patience. Card number 14, as I said, is temperance. So have patience for the healing. Have patience for balance. I feel that things are going to balance out for you here, but I feel like it's not going to be for a bit yet. I think you're just going to have to practice patience. And we know that, Taurus, because that's been coming out on all of your readings. Our patience are being tested. We are, as me as well, Taurus Sun. Anyone who has Taurus in the chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter, I feel like you're being tested right now. Tested for your patience. You know, when you don't get what you want right away, are you just going to jump into something that's going to keep, a placeholder for now? Or are you going to work on yourself? And I feel like the universe is saying it's time to work on your spiritual journey, on the spiritual self. What goes on in the mind? What are you thinking? It's time to get a little bit more balance within you before you could be moving forward. All right, what else do we have here? Taurus, please. Gosh, this is so crazy. So crazy to shuffle these ones. Taurus, here we go. Tell me about Taurus. Okay, well, that one wanted to fly. We'll take that one, and we'll take that one. We'll take one more. Take 3 for sure. All right, so we have lightning. Control your anger or you will be sorry. And I see it a lot. I see a lot of people who are upset and angry in the comments, and I get it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be feeling those feelings. Just be careful who you're pouring your shit onto, right? I mean, you could be you could be taking your angry and upset energy into a situation where it just doesn't fit, and people might start pulling away from you or telling you to not be so negative. I feel like that you, in your patience, in your because you are the most patient, but I feel like in patience, it's frustrating. It's frustrating you a lot that you don't have what you need right away, because I think you think that it's all them. I think that you think that you've got it all right, but it's all them. But this is telling me that you don't. It's telling me that you still need more patience. You still need to learn that lesson, and also that you need to figure out what's going on in the mind. I feel like it's time for you to get a hold of your spiritual energy mentally. That maybe you might be acting it out. Maybe you might be sitting down to meditate, maybe not regularly, but I feel like there's more work to be done on the spiritual side here. Danger, especially in money matters. So a warning then to be not worried about, but to keep your eye on money matters. It's basically you shouldn't be spending a lot, I think. Maybe with this this angry energy, and I'm not saying you all have it, but maybe some of you do, and those of you that do know who you are already. So I feel like if you are living in this angry energy of, you know, wishing someone bad or hoping someone doesn't come forward, or, you know what I mean, the negative energies, I feel like some of you are there. And I'm not saying that it's the wrong thing to feel, because you should never apologize for your feelings. But I feel like the universe is saying that it's that you're getting impatient, I feel, and it's time for you to practice more patience and spend more time alone trying to do that, going within and being in solitude. We have firecracker. It says excitement. Interesting. All right. See what else is going on here, Taurus. Singles. Taurus singles. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Taurus singles. Control your anger. You will be sorry. What are you angry about, Taurus? What are you angry about? And how can you control the anger? Knight of Swords. I feel like if you are the person who doesn't have any patience, if you're the person who doesn't have any patience in lineups, doesn't have any patience with people, that your patience are running short, I think that you might be the person who's on the verge of taking action, really swift action without thinking it out, and you're going to do it out of anger or upset or hurt. You know, like when we're hurt from people feeling like rejected, right? If we have a trigger about being rejected, then of course we're going to be upset. But I feel like if you take action swiftly or quickly, that could turn out badly for you. Just picking up a card. Okay. Danger, especially in muddy matters. Some of you are changing jobs. So be aware that you should make sure that you at least have a little bit of cushion in the bank before you change jobs, before you go down the other path or pick the other trail. I think that you need to be especially careful with your money. Make sure that you have some sort of a cushion under you if you intend on changing jobs. Two of Wands is going back to the crossroads, right? I want to go back to the crossroads and find something different. I want to find something else that I can do. And I think that if you do that, just be prepared financially if you decide to do that, because it could be a long time before you get money. So then we have excitement, and we have the Fool, which tells me there is an exciting new path that's opening for you, Taurus. Let's keep going here. So what I feel this is saying here, lightning, control your anger, or you will be sorry. It's coming up with patience. It's coming up with going over details in your mind about how you may handle this spiritually. But I feel like for some of you, you want to take action, and you want to take action quickly. I don't think that's going to work out for you. For those of you who are waiting on someone, as I said at the beginning, if you're waiting on someone, I really feel like this is saying if you reach out to them first because you're pissed off, because you don't want to wait anymore, you're tired of waiting. It's, you know, like people keep, you know, hanging on. Like I feel as though if you're the one that takes action and goes toward them, it's going to end up badly. That's what it feels like. There's going to be disappointment or heartbreak. Then you'll have to go into a healing phase again, and you'll wonder what went wrong. But honestly, it's because you're being tested with patience. And if you can't be patient about the things that are coming to you, then good luck in this life, because not everything is going to come right away. I know that, you know, a lot of you, not me, not my generation, Generation X, but I feel like all the generations after that feel like everything should come to them right now, whether it's ready or not. And the truth is, if it's not ready, you don't want it, man. You don't, because it's going to end up hurting you. We have the King of Wands. Danger and money matters. I feel like if you decide to take action and move on a job or a thing, and you don't have any money in the bank, it feels like you could miss the details, right? You could miss the details. The Knight of Swords is someone who's highly intelligent, has lots of words, you know, that, all of that. But the thing that the Knight of Swords has working against them is that they take action too quickly. And that because they take action so quickly, sometimes they don't have the words, they're not prepared, they don't know what they're going to do next, and that can lead to heartbreak. I feel like if you are going to change a job, if that's you, I feel like if you do it too quickly, I feel like it's somebody who doesn't like their work, who's waiting and waiting and waiting to move forward. I feel like if you do it too quickly, if you take action without thinking it out, I feel like it could end up in a danger. It could put you in some sort of a danger in terms of your finances here. So we have an exciting new path that's opening up with the Fool here. I think you're excited for it, but also a little bit hesitant. I feel like maybe some of your friends could be saying, is that a good idea? Why are you doing that? Or it could just be your subconscious saying, yeah, I'm looking at the little puppy, right? The little puppy's kind of got this guy by the heel, right? And is kind of like, should you be doing that? I'm scared you're going to get hurt. So it could be your subconscious saying, yeah, the universe is giving you this opportunity to go on this new path of excitement, but just be wary. Don't be so gung-ho that you're not going to, that you're going to take too much of a risk. Oh no. All right. So the new path is in love, my single friends. Yeah, there is an exciting new path opening up and somebody's coming in. For those of you that are single and maybe you're either waiting on someone or you're not waiting on anyone, you're just wondering if this path of love is going to open. I feel like the excitement is here. The path of love is going to open. We have the Four of Swords. It may be either that you still have some healing to do, which I feel is here, or that your person could be healing as well. That's what could be taking the time here. So we've got spiritual strength. So I feel like that's what you should be working on right now, is your spiritual strength. So not paying attention to everything that's going on around the outside, around the peripheral vision, right? Around the edges. I think that you are supposed to try and balance within, balance your mental energy, balance your spiritual energy. Wait for the moment of alchemy and be patient, because if you move too quickly, it is not going to work in your favor. We have the privileged lady, who to me is the Empress, because she is card number 12, which makes her highly intuitive. That's the number of Pisces. It makes her highly intuitive or have a knowing. I also feel that 1 and 2 is 3. And with this lady on the deck, this is the privileged lady is the Empress, I believe. So I'm probably speaking to someone who is already taking good care, taking care of self on the inside, on the outside. If you are that person who is at that level, I feel like you're almost there. I feel like you're supposed to have patience in the sense of your mental strength. Occupation. For some of you, it might be about a new job, right? Because we are saying here, it's talking about money, the Two of Wands and the King of Wands. The King of Wands wants to take action right away and is very passionate. You may have found something that you're going to be really passionate about and you want to change paths here. But I feel like if you are the privileged lady, that I feel like you're supposed to have patience in this, that this occupation, it's going to open organically. I feel like if you leave the workplace that you're in now without notice or whatever, you could screw up your finances. Because when you leave the workplace without notice, they are not at liberty to have to pay anything except for the hours that you worked up till, right? If you don't give them the 2 weeks notice. So just be aware that that could impact your finances. I feel like we're supposed to know that. And then we have the message. So I do feel, Taurus, that you've been waiting for a message. Yeah, somebody's in bad health. It could be mental or physical health, but we do have healing here, right? So it could be somebody who's not been in great health, whether you or the other person. But I think it's a mental issue because we have spirituality in thoughts here. We also have the healing here. And then we have, under here, we have bad health. So it's either you or your person. This whole thing would be coming together if and when everything is supposed to be in the moment of alchemy. So what we're saying here, I think, Taurus singles, is that don't move too quickly. And if you're the one who wishes bad things on other people because they didn't come forward or they're from the past or whatever your excuse is, whatever the excuse machine throws at you today, please know that when you throw that energy out to the universe, it comes back to you in a negative way. So whatever you're going to throw at the universe, you better make sure that it's positive, because if it's coming back tenfold, you don't want it to be anything less than that. We have the Three of Swords here, and the Three of Swords is about being, disappointed in something. Something didn't work out. Someone came between you. I feel like you feel that the person who, for those of you who are waiting for someone, that I feel like you're the person who's probably upset and wants to reach out, but I feel like that you're supposed to be going through some healing right now. The Three of Swords and One is Four. You're supposed to be healing right now. And although you're impatient, I feel like it's all a mental game for you right now, Taurus. And that might be the lesson, right? The lesson could be that it is a mental game and that you have to figure that part of it out before you can even want to move forward. Because if you don't figure these things out before you go forward, you're just running into another karmic relationship. And karmic relationships have their place, right? Some people are married karmically forever until they leave this earth, and that's their lesson this time around, right? But I feel as though if you move too quick or you do something too fast and you haven't thought it out and you're not taking the other person's feelings into consideration, it's going to end up badly. Control your anger or you will be sorry. Lightning. And it feels like anger outbursts. It's not that you're an angry individual. It's that, when something pisses you off, you let people know about it. Well, I think that the universe is saying that it's time for you to roll that back, right? You think you're a hero by being angry all the time. It's not working out in your favor. It's just not. Control your anger or you'll be sorry. But the Emperor in reverse. You could be the Emperor in reverse. You could have a business. You could be the person that it's all on you. But maybe, I feel like when we see the Emperor in reverse, it's not that the Emperor is terrible and awful and abusive and all the dramatic people that always give all these bad taglines to the Emperor. When I see the Emperor in reverse, I feel like something's off, because the Emperor is all four kings, right? King of Swords, King of Cups, King of Wands, and King of Pentacles. One of those kings is having a rough time. And I feel as though that if you are the Emperor, that you could just be going through a really tough time, Taurus. A tough time trying to understand patience and why this is taking so long and why can't I have the happiness and the job and the money and all of that. There's a message here that you're waiting for. Possibly some of you are waiting to hear about a new job. But I feel like if you jump the gun or say something wrong, even if this is in love, if we are looking at, this person that you met at work that, now that you are the Empress and you've leveled up, you're waiting for a message from them. I feel like you're just supposed to let it play out organically. And I feel like you're not in the right frame of mind anyway, Taurus. I feel like these cards really are telling us that you really need to set it straight in the mind. So when you are presented with a situation where you would usually blow up at or go off on, that it no longer affects you. Yeah. I feel like the Emperor is not in the upright for a reason here. You could be the Emperor for sure. You could be the person who is the business owner, higher up in the echelons of a corporate conglomerate where you're making a lot of money and making decisions about people's lifelines, like money, right? Again, we have card number 9. We had the card number 9 here. Think about it. It's saying, Taurus, think about it before you take action, before you pop off, before you take action. Because remember, when I see this Knight of Swords here, Charlie shows me someone just from the waist down tapping their pockets front and back. Do I have my wallet? Do I have my keys? Do I have enough money? It's like you make a decision to pop off quickly and you don't necessarily get what you want because you've forgotten something that's really important. So I think that what we're supposed to tell you here is be patient, because the thing that you want is on the way. If you're manifesting a new connection, here it is. We know that. We see this here. If you're manifesting a new love connection, Taurus, it is coming. But please take this time. Use this time to be patient and balanced and check in on your spiritual self, because I feel like you're going to be fed with a situation that is going to require you to show patience. All right, the Bear. Danger, especially in money matters. So you want to start something new. And for some of you, I do believe that this middle section here is speaking about work. I feel like it's speaking about you want to find something you're passionate about. And if you don't plan, pardon me, if you don't plan, if you do it too quickly, like the Knight of Swords was, and you don't plan, I feel like it could affect you financially. So I'm going to say with the Two of Wands, yes, it's good that you want to go on this new path, this new passionate path, whatever it is, whatever work you feel passionate about. It could be starting out new on your own as well, right? The Page of Pentacles is a messenger. It's a messenger of it's time to invest somewhere, right? Or it's time to invest or time to accept an investment. It's time to think about starting new, investing something, building something in this three-dimensional world. And I feel like for some of you, this middle area here is talking about work. For others of you, if you're looking at it in terms of love, I feel like that it is time, when it is time for you to go to the crossroads, that you will be notified by the universe. I just feel like you're going to get an answer or a sign that you're going to recognize, and you'll know when it's time to go. The King of Wands is the one who can be impulsive, right? And that's why I'm sort of, as I look at this, I'm thinking that somebody could impulsively leave the workplace because they're done. They just want to go start their own thing, want to start something new. Want to start the new path, right? This could be, for some of you, if it is work, it could be a job you've had before, or you already know what kind of job it is, you know the situation. And interesting, because for some of you, you have regret about a path. When this path opens, that there's a path in love. For some of you, you don't want to really move forward. That you would rather clean up what was in the past here. I feel like you have regret about having to open this new path alone. And although there is love on this path, Two of Cups is here, I feel like you don't see it or you can't feel it. There is excitement coming, but I feel as though you don't believe it. I feel like you think that you're supposed to be in this stasis of just hanging here for a very long time, but I don't think that's what's happening here at all. I think what it is that you just don't see it. Either you're becoming single. For those of you who have tuned in and you're about to become single, that could be about you. But I feel like we're waiting for your person to become single. That's what I think it is here, Taurus. All right, there we go. Temperance showed up again, right? So we have look at this, okay? Temperance and the Page of Swords. Temperance and the Page of Swords. I said what I said. You need to move forward in a slower, methodical, balanced moment of alchemy. Watch for the signs, Taurus. You're going to know. You may feel out of balance at this time, but you're going to know when it's time for things to move off again. Look, we've got Judgment again for the second time. Something is coming. For those of you who are looking at this Judgment card as a resurrection of something, it could be for those of you who have been waiting for someone. So it's not like anyone's coming back from the past, but I feel like you're going to get a second chance in a situation that wasn't really easy. It was hard to deal with. That somebody here wasn't telling the truth. 2 and 5 is 7. There was some sort of something on the down low that somebody wasn't sharing with you. And I feel like there's a disconnection. You two haven't spoken with each other. And so for those of you who are waiting, I'm not talking about those of you who don't want the ex. That's not who I'm talking to. This message is not for you. I'm speaking to someone who's waiting for someone else to become single. And I think that that's what's happening here. Someone is becoming single here. I feel like I've got a lot of the same repeating cards, King of Cups now, and the Two of Swords. I think that you will make the right decision for you, but I feel like someone's about to break the silence, Taurus. That's what I feel, and it's going to be a really good conversation. Be aware that you shouldn't act really swiftly, okay? There is a message coming here, but you must be patient for it. Do not act too swiftly. Go over it, think about it. Even now that it hasn't happened, think about a conversation in your head. What do you think it would look like? I feel like for some of you, this is all about work. Yeah, this is all about work. Maybe someone from a job past is, now that you have more skills, they've offered you a job and they want you to come back. But maybe a job that you thought you never would get another crack at, you're going to get a crack at that, whatever the job is that's the best for you, or a career. I feel like you're feeling as though things will never happen, that you're going on this new path of passion, new path by yourself. But I don't think you are. I think you're meeting someone along the way, someone who has a cup for you, Taurus. 3 of Pentacles, it ends up working out as a partnership. Yeah. I'm going to go for now. Thanks, Taurus, for watching here. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, and I love you guys. See you next week. Bye-bye.